Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be kicking off the first video of my decluttering series. We are going to start out in my daughter's room. She is 6 years old and she has so much stuff, especially after Christmas. It just really exploded. I'm usually really good about decluttering before Christmas, and I did not do that this year, and I'm already regretting it. Keep in mind, we did have a lot of company over the holidays, multiple times. There were so many kids here, I couldn't even tell you, between just friends and family, cousins. They have all played and enjoyed this room. I have cleaned it, picked it up, and Malia's picked it up, and then it gets destroyed again. So today is the day that we are going to tackle it. I would be lying if I didn't say that I was kind of dreading doing this project. Toys really overwhelm me. It's one of those things I know people have spent their hard-earned money on it, so I never want to get rid of them. Also, I know how much my daughter loves each and every thing. I know there's a lot of kids that don't really play with toys, but she is not that kid. She plays with every single toy that she owns. And so I'm going to try to go into this with a new approach. I'm going to kind of do, I think they call it the toy rotation method, or a toy rotation, kind of like that. I'm going to do my own spin on it, but basically I'm going to organize all of her toys by categories. So when she wants to play with her Barbies, we can get all of her Barbie stuff down, and then we can put that up before we get the next theme down. If you saw my face there, I was disgusted because she's in charge of putting her own laundry away. And instead of putting it away last night, she just shoved it all under her bed. So if you saw that face, that's what that was for. But toys and clothes are our worst nightmare in this room. And then, of course, snacks. Snacks is another problem. She's not allowed to have food in her room. However, you'll see that I find multiple different kinds of food in her room. Usually it's candy and some snacks. So she is really good about hiding things under her bed that she knows she's not supposed to have, or if, like I say, I tell her to do something, she'll shove it under her bed, apparently. So we are going to be working on that. We're going to be implementing some new chores and routines, and it's one of those things that maybe I need to get back into the routine of helping her a little bit more to make sure that she is doing it how she's supposed to do. So it's just one of those things. We've kind of let things go, and now it's time to get them reined back in. So as I am working in her room today, I am realizing that it's going to take me longer than I expected. So this is actually going to be part one of, I don't know if it'll end up being 2 or 3. My biggest thing is I really wanted to get everything taken out of this room so that I could start fresh. And I know that is not probably the best approach. I do not recommend it, especially if you get overwhelmed easily, because I'm not gonna lie, it did overwhelm me having everything drug out. However, I wanted to make sure all the floors got vacuumed down really well. I wanted to wipe down every surface, and I really wanted to just kind of start fresh. I wanted to go through every single toy and purge anything that was broken or she didn't want. I wanted to go through every single piece of clothing and donate or give to my sister what was too small. I just thoroughly wanted to go through this room with a fine-tooth comb. So that's exactly what I did. Like I said, it did take me longer because of that. So it's one of those things. Just kind of see where you're at with your season of life. If you're in the season where you have time, go ahead and do it. This is a long weekend for us. We don't have a lot going on this weekend, thank goodness. It's a cold and rainy day. And the kids are actually at school this day. So I was off work this day, and it was rainy and nasty. I had nothing better to do than to tackle this room because, like I said, this was high on my priority list. And I really wanted to get it started while she was at school. That way I could go through, and as I'm seeing toys that I know are broken or they were McDonald's toys or something that I know without a doubt I can get rid of and she'll never miss it, I did that. So I already at this point had like one trash bag full of just trash that I found in her room and broken toys. There is a lot of other stuff that I could probably get rid of. However, I am going to wait till she gets home from school to go through the majority of the actual toys to kind of get her input. I really think she's going to be able to part with a few things, but I did want to ask her first. But for the most part, I just boxed up or toted up everything, all the little toys, and put them out in my dining area for now. And then you'll see what I do with the bigger toys in a minute.
Forever, I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment.
The stuff up here on the shelves are things that I had used in her old room at the old house that I used to decorate that I still really like, but I wasn't ready to part with. But I think I am going to get rid of the little rainbow sign, and then the little hooks I'm going to kind of do my own DIY to make it kind of match her room a little bit more. And then I decided to put the bigger toy items up here on her shelves. That way when she's ready to play with her Calico Critter set, I can go get it for her, and then when she's ready to switch to Barbies, we can pick up the Calico Critters before she switches to Barbies, and then so on and so forth. So I'm hoping this system works. We shall see. I don't know. It's one of those things you don't know until you try, and we are at the point that we have to try something because I cannot stand having all these toys everywhere. And I do find that she's overwhelmed, and clearly she doesn't want to pick them all up when she's overwhelmed. She doesn't even want to play in here usually once it's this messy. So we are going to just see if this will work.
And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Before we moved, I did go through all of our books and I decluttered a lot of them. Most of them I boxed up for keepsakes because they were my boys' books, but this is what was left over that I felt like was age appropriate for Malia. And with her learning to read, it's been fun to kind of have these at a very easy access for her. She is going to be my little reader. She loves to read. She couldn't wait to start kindergarten so she could learn how to read. So it's been fun to see her grow in that area. And I just could see her being my little bookworm that's just off in a corner somewhere reading a book as she gets older. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I could just see her being that kind of a kid, and I just love that. So gonna get these organized. I do kind of do like a rainbow color code system to put the books away. I just like the way it looks, and it's actually pretty easy for her to put them away also. So you'll see once I'm finished how good it looks.
This moment, can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would?
we can't forget behind the door, she's shoved her little Christmas tree back here. I'm going to put this up in the closet and then take down her quote-unquote decorations. She wrote a little welcome sign for all of our guests for our New Year's party, and put the New Year's balloon up on her wall when we were finished. So got it all pretty much cleared out. So now we're running the robot vacuum to clean the floors. I did run it on 3 cycles, so it will actually vacuum the bedroom 3 times just to get it really good and cleaned up before we start putting things back in. We're going to go ahead and end this video here, so I appreciate you if you have stayed till the end. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 of this video, where we will be going through all of her clothing and then putting all the toys back where they belong. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and join us for the next one.